trust me, you will give up. You will break. We break every now and then, but the passion and calculated risk keeps us going. Ask yourself important things. Start from your community. When I say community, not just where you come from, but the kind of background. Women like you, girls like you, families like you, some of the challenges they face. How can you help with all the experiences that you've gained? I came back from London where I went to do my master's and started the Standpoint because of what I saw, because of a lecturer I had who inspired me and actually made me promise that I will not come to Ghana and just come and sit in a newsroom and not do anything to help promote womanhood in Ghana and across Africa. Just this afternoon, I had a conversation, a lady who is a librarian, who is coming from a background virtually running away from an abusive environment, a relationship. And she's come to Ghana and she came to see me and we're having conversation. And what she knows about me, and you think that, okay, I'm sitting in Ghana. Yes, I've had librarians on my show. The great Lemak Bowie is my very good friend. But then you'll be amazed who is watching you. You'll be amazed who is learning from you. And don't be in a rush. Don't chase fame. If you chase fame, you'll crash. Chase your passion and the determination and the will to cause a change, to bring empowerment, enlightenment. My foundation, Gifty Anti Foundation, said bringing light to lives. You cannot shine where there's light. Unfortunately, you shine bright where there's darkness. So find where there's challenge. Don't jump on the bandwagon. Everybody's doing this, so me too, this is what I want to do. Do what you truly believe in. Truly believe in. You are passionate about. Don't worry about the fame. It will come when it has to come. I hope I've answered your question. You're good? Good. Okay.
Hello, Auntie.
Yes.
I actually want to take you back where initially you didn't like the idea of journalism, and it came up going to JIJ, meeting someone telling you to go to the media where you had opportunity to work with GTV. Now, was there a point in your career you actually wanted to give up? No, I'm tired. I can't move on again. And if yes, what brought you back on your choice?
Okay. Even this morning, I felt like giving up. And then Layla, the librarian lady I was talking about, comes to my office. Immediately, I hear she said, that's why I immediately had to put myself together. You should have seen me this morning. I was a complete mess. Dropped my daughter at school. I didn't even get down from the car. I made her nanny take care, and then some of the teachers were, the parents like, oh, give to one. I was like, not today. I'm not getting down today. I don't feel like charging. And then somebody, I have a strong belief in God, and I have a strong relationship with God. I call myself the woman with super crazy faith in God. I brag about God, and that's my way of blackmailing God. God forgive me, so that He will show up. Somehow, every single time I feel like giving up, God brings somebody. And you feel like, no, my work is not done. There's a bit more I have to do. And as I said earlier on, when I see young ladies like you, and I must say this, I admire the kind of pageant this particular one, Ghana's Most Beautiful, is. Young women, and I'm sure you just didn't get on just because you want to be a queen. You have an agenda. You have a purpose. You have a dream. You have a strategy. You know where you want to go with this. And when I see that, it motivates me as well. I learn from you young ladies all the time. You'll be amazed. I'm on TikTok, by the way. I learn. That's what keeps me going. I learn from young ladies all the time, especially the ones doing the good things. And I have this thing where nobody has sent me, but I'm always looking out for especially young ladies in the media. My eyes follows everywhere. I meet people and I say, oh, I saw it. And they're like, you mean you know me, and I'll give them example of something they did. It's innate. It's deep within me. I believe that if even if that's not what God said to me to do, I've made it my business, so God has endorsed it. So every time I challenge myself. I started as a floor manager, became a presenter, became a news presenter, became the national anchor and commentator. I became a presidential correspondent. I started my own show. I became a conference and motivational speaker. I became an author. I've become, a philanthropist. Every time I'm asking myself, what next? Always adding value to myself. That's what has kept me relevant at this. And these days, I preach a lot, and everywhere you put me, I fit in. I don't limit myself. I can even tell these young ladies a few things about the Quran. She is actually shocked. I learn from everything around us. Sometimes we limit ourselves. Oh, I'm this, so this is a no. You read a bit of everything. Network whilst you are here. Learn about each other's background, interests, and you'll be amazed where you meet in future. And you need each other. Okay. Now, you have done yours. Okay, 2 more. Okay.
Gifty Anti, please, I have a concern with regards to our project. I personally have
What's
an
your
issue.
project?
That's the problem. I
Okay.
personally have an issue with picking a project. I think of the sustainability of the project. So when I think about it that way, it discourages me because looking at the Savannah region, women are mostly into share nuts, the process of share nuts. So I was thinking of any aid I could be to those women, because I know our mothers are the main roots of girl-child education. They support our education a lot. So I believe that in supporting those women, it can boost our girl-child education in the region. But I keep asking myself about the sustainability of the project. So when I think about it that way, I was also thinking, considering re-entry of teenage mothers back to school, and it's a policy the government is implementing. But I'm comparing the two. I'm looking at the sustainability of each of them. It gets me discouraged. Like, I don't know what to do, honestly, because I feel like, okay, when I do this, in 10 years' time, what would I achieve from this project? So I'm still in doubt, honestly. So I want you to...
And it's normal for you to be in that situation. And it's okay. It's a good place to start. It's a very good place to start. Not sure. So it gives you the opportunity to explore. When I started my program, The Standpoint, everybody said it will not work. Every single person. Because I said, if you know me, you know. Those times the women show were celebrating individuals, this, that. And I said I wanted to tackle issues. I was told women will not come and wash their dirty linen in public. Nobody will come and talk about the abuse. Nobody will come and talk about the challenges of pregnancy. Nobody will come and talk about how painful menstruation is. Nobody is going to talk about. But I was bold enough to start. And gradually, people came on board. And it's been 15 years. Show me one program on TV that has been consistent in 15 years. And yes, I'm bragging about it. I don't take a break. It's not seasonal. Every single week, we are on TV for 15 good years. I get people to support. I get people to come on to tell their stories. Sometimes they come back repeatedly. So the women, if this is what you really want to do, the women that you're supporting, their children will also grow. They will know better. They will come and support you. You have to support them. Savannah region is huge, girl. One of your queens, Barisa, is my daughter. It's a huge area. You start with this one area, you concentrate 1 year. Next year, you move to this. The next time, if you think you've gone round, you collaborate with somebody from, okay, maybe she's doing, let's say, pregnant women there. She also has women who are into small businesses. You collaborate with her. You can support her in that area. There's always something to do. You know why I did the pregnant women program? You know the mentality behind it. People were like, why pregnant women? For me, the world has become so wicked. People don't care about each other. We've become so selfish. And that is what a generation has grown up to know. So for me, showing these pregnant women love, giving them one single day in their life to feel loved, to feel appreciated, to feel important. When they give birth, they will remember that when I was pregnant with you, this is the beautiful thing that happened to me. And that love automatically is transferred to that child. And that child will grow up as a child filled with love. I may not go to Gomwa Fete again, but I believe that by the grace of God, we're going to have children born from that area who are filled with love, who are appreciated. Next year, God willing, we'll go to another region. We'll have a group of, and they will all grow up, and gradually we will change our society. People said, one day, what will it happen? Oh, aren't you going to encourage people giving birth? And I said, no, it's just one day. We gave them 20 diapers. We gave them baby clothes. We gave them insecticide treated nets. We gave them wipes. We gave them soap. You know, so many things. And women in those areas, most of them, is from day one to day hustle. They don't have anything. And I'm sure most of you have heard women say that. Do you know how I struggled when I was pregnant with you? Do you know how I suffered? And we've seen it in movies. We've seen it in real life. Because truly, pregnant women go through a lot. And I look at my own experience. You know, in my latest book, The Black Charlotte, I recount how I struggled to get pregnant, how I struggled through my pregnancy, and how I'm struggling as a late bloomer. You know, late bloomer, I mean somebody who gave birth late, to take care of. I'm 53. My daughter is now 6 years. You can imagine the age gap. It's a real hassle, having to keep up and everything. But if you remember, you have something. You remember. Every time I get angry, and I look at, in fact, your girl, just last night, she broke the TV in the hall. And she came to tell me that, Mommy, we broke it, you know. And I was just saying, immediately snapped aside. Listen, remember the joy this child has brought you, you know, then everything. So every time you have something to look at, you're still in there. You have all the time to think about it. When you come out, I believe that the team will help you to streamline it and then to start. All it takes for you to start. If you start and you feel that that's not the area that is working for you, you can move. I started somewhere. I thought that I've reached somewhere. After 17 years with JBC, I moved on to work for myself. And when I moved on to work for I've diversified and doing so many different things at different times. So don't be afraid. Just start. And you'll be amazed where you go. Okay? Now, the last baby.
Hi.
Hey.
Please, when you were like us, what are some things you wished you had done?
Ah,
That is the first part of it.
okay.
Also, you mentioned how you being in the media space was some sort of an accident.
Yeah.
But currently, what do you think it takes to be in the media space, and not just be there as a relevant? Because right now it has diversified. Like it comes in so many ways, and people are doing it but are not even being recognized. So what do you think is needed to be done today to be in that space and be able
Okay, your microphone is not working, so please change the microphone. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Hi.
Yeah.
So my question is, I asked if, when you were like us, what are some things you wish you had done? Yes, that would have helped you today. And also, you mentioned that you being in the media space is some sort of an accident. So I want to know today, what do you think are some things that you need to do, to be able to fit in the media space and be relevant like you? Because now it has diversified. Everyone is in the media, but you're not really seeing the impact you in particular is having on us and everyone. So what do you think is that thing that needs to be done?
Okay. Well, first of all, the first question was what I wish I had done. Well, first of all, I wish I had saved. I really wish I had saved a lot. I wish I had networked better. I wish I had added value to myself a bit earlier, you know. And then secondly, the media space, yes, it's busy. And the best way to succeed in there is not to relent, not to let the applause get into your head. Constantly adding value to yourself. You need to be willing to sacrifice. You need to take on challenges. I remember at a point in time, people were saying that they were calling GTV, Gifty TV. They said Gifty Anti was doing everything. Yes, you give me the job, I'll do it. I was single. I didn't have a child. At a point, my parents were gone. What did I have to do? So I used the time to build my brand and to build myself. There are lots of things that can be said about me, but my humility, willingness to learn and unlearn, that one will not, be challenged. I'm always willing to learn. I'm not afraid to take on the challenge. I'm not selective. I've done directing, I've done producing, I've done floor manager, I've been a presenter, whatever it is. At a point in time, I was in Libya at the height of the tension for a month. I've traveled the length and breadth of this country, and I've got the scars on my leg to show for it. There are places I'll mention in the Savannah region. Do you know a place called Sogotampion? Yeah, Sogotampion. Have you heard it before? Okay. There are places I mentioned in certain areas, and people, sometimes even the MPs themselves, they haven't heard it before. Really traveled extensively. And yes, I was a TV presenter then. I was a morning show host then. But I took on that challenge. And that is helping me now. I stamped my presence. I built my brand. So now I may not be doing too much of media, but there are still people who remember me from my days of the, news presentation. Some will refer to my neck, some will refer to my beads, some will refer to my headgear, my duku. There's something. There must always be something unique about you. And trust me, when I started wearing the beads on GTV, they used to call me a fetish priestess. Because it was not, common then. But I've worn beads since I was a child student. Now you go to Mokola, there are beads named after me. And my friends always insult me that, they don't understand why the beads named after me are more expensive, than the other beads. So our time is almost up, but let me use this for all of you. In every journey, for you to stand out, you need to be the odd one out. You need to be the one everybody will say weird. As for her, she does a different she's not like us. She's not like this. And out of that, when you are consistent, when you are determined, when you are passionate, when you are focused, you become unique. You become unique, and then you stand out. In all your competitions, I think every week there are prizes for most eloquent, most this, that. It's something unique you bring on board. That is not the usual that the judges see. In fact, I'm sure your producer will be fighting with me by now, because last Sunday I was supposed to be on, but I couldn't make it because, I had a prior engagement, so I couldn't come. But I'm sure there's something. So learn from this experience. What you are doing on the stage is life. It's a culmination of the life you'll be leading out there. How you need to be unique. How the world will see you. How some will criticize you and how some will applaud you. How some will make you feel like crying and some will make you smile. How you will need to present yourself when you feel like you've given your best, yet nobody will be satisfied. How after everything, sometimes even when you've gotten the best, votes or marks or whatever, you still go into your room and you're feel like, yeah, I could have done this, I could have done that, I could have done better. But the next day, you show up again. That is life for women like you and I. This is life for warriors like you. This is life for kings like you. This is life for beautiful, intelligent young women like you. So don't miss any opportunity to learn on this platform.
Hi. This is a very neat one.
Okay.
So, I've realized over the years that you're a woman of many titles. And first of all, I would like to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, there are so many. And you're a wife, you're a mother, all of these. And you're still relevant. Like, what exactly do you do? Because, they make it seem impossible to have it all at once. You have to focus on one and leave the other. But you're making all work at the same time. So, what is the magic?
This is a question I get all the time. How do you do it, Auntie Gifty? How do you do it? I don't do it. I live it. First of all, I built myself as a woman. A strong, empowered woman who is focused and knows what she wants. I don't have it all at the same time, but I make the best of every time. At 4 o'clock, I should be now, I'm sure my driver is going to pick up my daughter. Since I became a mother, my priority is my daughter. I drop her at school, I pick her up. Anything that will come between me and the well-being of my daughter is a problem. So people see me as, this woman is a good mother. She's everywhere with her daughter. There was a time when I was everywhere with my husband. Say, this is a chief's wife, this, that. There was a time when I was doing this, I was doing that. I've come to a place where I know how to prioritize. When I have a program and I know it's going to take me deep into the night, I make sure there's somebody taking care of my child. When I have to be there for my child, nothing, absolutely nothing, no matter how much you pay me, will make me go if I have no one to take care of. When I have to perform my traditional role, I go along either with my daughter or somebody to take care of in that. I mean, I was just telling somebody that one of the greatest sacrifices I've made for being married to a chief is having to spend every Christmas at the village, at the Republic. He calls it Republic, Little Republic. Because I'm a Tema girl. I'm a city girl. My Christmas, and I love Christmas. So Christmas, I know how to play the Christmas time. But now, I have to make that sacrifice of every Christmas having to be there. Because I become the mother of the children and the young people there. So they love to see me. And I have to be every Easter too, the same. It's tough, but it's a sacrifice I have to make. And if I'm not there, the rest of the days, holidays, whatever it is, I need to be there for the other people in my life. The children in my area where, we live, they get sad sometimes when I have to. So New Year, I spend New Year with them. And then I go to the village for, Christmas. So you need to prioritize. You can't have it all, but you can't be successful at all of them at the same time. But how you manage it may seem you are succeeding at all front. Maybe when you leave here, I'll give you one of my book, The Black Charlotte. Then when you read, you understand how I do it. Yeah. Okay.
Hi.
Let me see what the director is saying, if time is up. Yeah.
Hi. Please,
The director says how many minutes? 3 minutes. Okay, then we'll do a quick one.
Okay.
Okay.
Please, at our age, what should we sacrifice? Because you can say, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but right now, what should be our main focus as young ladies? What should we focus on most? Yes, that's what I want
Focus
to
on
say.
building yourself, your brand, your values, your purpose, your goals. Focus on that. That doesn't mean you should not have fun, but you know at what level, at what point. Do you have that? Be intentional about everything you do. Be calculated. Know where you are going and what you want to achieve. Don't leave anything to chance. No. Those were the mistakes that my generation we made. Some of us. Don't leave anything. Be intentional and calculated and deliberate about it. That's what I would say you should focus on. So every day, every Sunday, when you appear on that platform, you have a strategy. You know this is where you are hitting. This is where you're going. I hope that answers you.
I think it's been a very inspiring session. I think what I'll also just add to end it is that you should know who you are. You should have a self-talk with yourself. Identify who you are. It's very key. That will also shape your path. You know what you can be consistent about and what you can't be. So thank you very much, ladies, for being with us. Yeah. As you know, Techno, we also seek to inspire. Yeah. And this is what makes us stand out. And it's been very amazing. Thank you so much for coming.
But once again, I said I should sum up. So let's do this exercise that I do, okay? Now put your books and everything aside. Let me take it off so I won't hear what she says. You know, you heard me say that you should dare to shine wherever you find yourself. There's this song that children sing. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I want you to know that you are a light, irrespective of your background, irrespective of your whatever. You are a light. You know, that's why you stand out. Dare to be, but don't let anything dim your light. Don't let anything anybody says. You know the things that they say about me and do to me on social media. Do you see me breaking? You think I don't cry? You think I don't break? But nothing will dim my light. Don't hide your light. Dare to let it shine. Kind of in your, if they can't stand it, you know, you tell them to, girl, you better cover your face. You know what I mean? Or you buy some sunglasses because I am shining. It's not easy, but it is doable. Dare to shine, no matter the outcome of this competition. Shine wherever you are. Look for me after this. Look for me. And let's gist, proper gist. We'll sit on the floor and eat. And then we'll gist and then we'll plan. We'll talk about what you want to do. Be happy. Enjoy yourself. And once again, dare to shine. The sky is so big. You see it at night, you see so many stars. Some shine so bright, some not so bright, but they are all. I love you all. All right. Okay, let me wear my. Okay.
Woman, you are proud and strong. Rise up and tell your story. Your story. Whether you're from Bono, East, Upper West, Upper East and Central, Volta, North in Ashanti, or Ahafo, Greater Accra, Oti region, Bono West and Eastern region, Northeast, Western North, or the Savannah. She's the backbone of the whole land, wise enough to be a ruler, mother, a warrior. She's a queen. She's a backbone of her whole land, wise enough to be a ruler, a mother, a warrior. She's a warrior. Yeah, yeah. She's an African girl, Ghana's most beautiful.